Welcome everybody
Welcome everybody
to a brand new episode of the Lords of Lobang.
Yeah.
This week we're going to talk about the powers that be.
The powers that be.
How they control the very facets of the
actually,
meaning of life for most of us, which is
actually it's not even the meaning of life, but I think as we go through the topic, you know, I think the viewers and listeners, they would.
the meaning of our life. I mean, sports. Sports is mostly what we live for. It's like the one thing where we can compete and fight without actually killing anyone.
That's true.
But in some countries, they do actually kill their rivals.
Shit.
Yeah.
Because of footballing rivalry or sport rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah. They take it quite seriously.
The South American countries.
Yeah, they take sport like a religion.
The lines
Sport
are
is a
blurred.
religion.
The lines are blurred over
It's,
there.
Usually it's not about religion. It's they don't look at it as religion. It's usually because the bookies lost money.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's mostly money.
And also my
And
nose,
because they had to fix in.
and also my nose is itching a bit. I don't know if it's good cocaine or I had COVID.
Wait, it actually itches?
Yeah,
It's-
on my right in my right nostril.
No, because
It's cocaine.
you did meth. You didn't
Yeah.
do
You did
coke.
meth.
I don't know.
Methic?
I asked for good Colombian, but they sent Mexican shit.
Yeah.
So I'm an
They
unhappy
gave you
boy
shit that
tonight.
was fucking cooked up in the Arizona desert.
Yeah, or maybe in Thailand lah. Maybe in
Or-
Phuket.
Phuket. Yeah.
Yeah, tourism
but
there is
Brought in
zero,
by the Russians.
That
Yeah.
might just be baby powder.
because tourism in Phuket now is zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
So maybe they want to sell some shit lah, sell some white dough. white
Thailand
powder.
is struggling, but today's topic, I think this topic broke the fucking internet
Yeah.
for like 72 hours.
Yeah, even non-sport people
Yeah.
who do
Caught
not know
off
about
guard.
sports are talking about this kind of shit.
Like people were questioning, people were asking, like, "Hey, what is going on with European football?"
Yeah, is it all crumbling down?
Yeah, I had people asking me at work, "Hey,
Hey, Champions League no more.
what is this problem?"
Yeah, what is this Super European League?
Yeah.
How did it happen overnight?
Exactly.
Like there was no discussion. I mean, like no public discussion, no like lead up to it. It was just like 24 hours later, it's announced that there's an ESL, an European Super League, that
Yeah.
it's separate from the Champions League, and then we have like big names, huge names, leaving the UEFA League.
Champions
that
League,
that
yeah.
would ultimately mean that Champions League would no longer exist.
Yes.
You can see why they're pissed. You can see why the UEFA was up in arms, like,
Okay.
what the fuck happened?
So give some background to
Yeah.
listeners or viewers who have no idea, no clue about sports for you unathletic fuckers.
Yeah,
right?
football is a game that is played with your feet, where you score a goal in the opponent's net.
Yes, by slotting the ball into the net,
Exactly.
or if it crosses the line,
And
right?
currently it's being controlled by Power
Yeah,
Hungry.
that one we'll address later.
And we call it
The-
football and not soccer here because we're not American fucks.
and it's because we played with our feet. Well,
Yes.
it's
So it makes
kicked
sense.
by a
Call it
foot,
football.
right? So the UEFA Champions League is a tournament that is played, which you have to qualify for. So throughout the leagues in Europe, football leagues in Europe, the
Yeah.
top tier leagues, you have to finish. You have to win the league or fall in second, third, or fourth places.
Yes.
And depending on the league itself, like some countries get more slots, some countries get lesser slots.
Right.
So countries like England, Spain, I think maybe Germany, they get more slots.
They get four slots, but
And
three
Italy,
three
and
is
Italy.
guaranteed. Three is guaranteed, but the last one,
The
You have to
fourth
pay-
place is playoff.
You
You
pay,
have
you have to
you have
pay
to play in
a
the playoffs.
Yes.
playoff, yeah. So, the annual revenue for this tournament, which is played every year, right? So the annual revenue is about 3.5 billion euros per year,
Yeah. That's a lot of
right?
money.
So that's a lot of money. And UEFA, which is the European Football Authority, the body,
Yeah.
they regulate and they take in the revenue. Later, they distribute the revenue amongst the teams, and this revenue comes usually from sponsors and mainly from television rights.
Yes.
So they sell the television rights to broadcast their games to Sky,
BT
and
Sports.
BT Sports, British Telecoms,
Yeah.
and all around the world too. Like in Singapore, you've got StarHub and Singtel fighting over it.
Yeah.
Australia, you've got Optus and Foxtel used to fight over it. So you've got all these companies fighting over it, bidding on it.
They start a bidding war, basically.
Yeah, it's a bidding war,
Yeah.
right? And because of all the revenue that has been going up, the clubs have been feeling, the top clubs, right? So they have been feeling that we are the reason why
Yeah.
all these companies are willing to bid such high prices to actually to take the coverage, right?
Yeah.
The rights. So why are we being paid only this amount? And why is the team that no one wants to watch still getting like $30 million, $40 million? So they were not happy with it. And they were, I think each year there will be 32 teams that will enter the tournament. So they are like, nah, we need more money. Slavia Prague should not be getting the same, should not be getting like 40 million. Real Madrid should get more of the money. Like Manchester United should get more. Liverpool should get more. So these clubs came together, had backdoor meetings, and they were like, yeah, like, fuck UEFA lah. We should just
Start our own.
start our own league,
Yeah.
and we will find investors. We will find someone to spend money on us, and we will take more money lah, right? So they came to a consensus. They were battling with the idea for a very long time.
Yep.
And eventually,
And this was made public quite a while back, though. 6 months ago.
the idea was way longer. Like 2 years ago, people were talking about it already.
Yeah,
No, but they officially announced the plans for European Super League like in October, September last year?
No,
Or is it before COVID?
last Sunday.
last Sunday it was 24 hours. It was within 24 hours.
No. But the talks, the
there were-
rumors about
the
European
ideas were it and the talks were, but the official, like how
The
it went
offic-
from talks to being official was within a day.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
right.
just talk, and then it was not like,
Okay, yeah,
we're
yeah.
signing this, we're signing
Sorry,
that. No,
sorry.
it's like within one day,
Because
we're
I've-
breaking off from
yeah.
UEFA, we're starting our own league.
Because there was in the rumor mill, it was been going on for like 6-7 months
yes,
ago. People
but
were
the
like,
thing is that, for
that-
them, right, usually
yeah.
it goes through a process where, it goes talks.
oh,
and
but
then-
but the official announcement was last.
yeah. And
But-
it-
Yeah,
last week, right?
And because
Yeah.
throughout this time, like
Okay.
what Sean is saying, they have been talking about it behind like closed doors for a very long time.
And it's all rumors, lah.
And it was
basically.
like all rumors.
Right,
and they were, like,
right, right.
So there was
questioning
no
whether-
talk
Yeah.
with UEFA how we're gonna break away,
Break
and
away,
how
nothing.
Got it.
compensate you and
Got
how
it.
we're gonna maybe because if they break away, right, UEFA is no longer going to exist, or is only going to exist for the lower tier teams, like
yes.
the teams that are not involved in ESL.
right.
So no talks there. They just said like, we're starting ESL. Then fuck off. Like the rest of you can fuck off. I mean
Right,
we're
right.
starting it. Like it's up to you. We can still,
Yeah.
if you want us, we can still play in your league, but we're starting our own.
Oh, in other words, we have had enough. We're
Yeah.
going to start our own shit.
So I think,
Right.
and the expectation was when people saw the names, like it'll be the 6 biggest in England, the biggest in Spain, and then maybe the biggest in like all
Italy.
Juventus,
Italy.
Inter Milan, and AC Milan,
So-
right?
Yeah.
people, they were actually expecting fans to be salivating at like, oh shit, we get
But
to see all.
surprisingly, PSG, Dortmund, and Bayern Munich were not
No,
involved.
those they saw.
Yeah.
Okay, they maybe I don't know what happened there. No one can actually say this.
There are
is
reasons
not,
for that. We will go
yeah,
into
so
it.
there's no we do not know the main reason. The fans, the outside reason is like, oh, they support the current football spirit, the whole like fancy it this way. We want the progression, we want the game the way they're supposed to play. It's all about being if you perform well, you get rewarded with higher tier. You don't just get guaranteed that because
Yeah.
you're like the bigger team. But I think where we're going to is that this whole thing was a money grab. I mean, to me,
Wait, so let's explain. You hit few right points there,
but
but let's explain this, right? So there were 12 teams who formed this
founders,
of
yeah.
the European Super League, right? So Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Spanish teams, 3. Then you have the Italian teams, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan. And then you had the English clubs. You had Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yep.
Right? So these were the 12 teams that were the meant to be the
Founders.
founders of this
And they
league.
will be
Yeah.
fixed.
Right. So, the
So,
rules that they had was that these founding clubs will be a fixture. These clubs will never be relegated from the competition at all,
Right.
right? So they will have another 5 teams that will join up.
Yep.
That will be selected
Based
on basis of performance
on their own in their own league,
in their own
basically.
league, and
Right.
then they'll be added on.
So there'll be out on top of this 12, there'll be 3 other places for
I
another
think
3 founders, like another 3. I think considering it's Everton and
Oh, no. They
It's-
put out invitations to Bayern Munich, to PSG, to Borussia Dortmund,
Correct. So
to Ajax.
yeah,
So they had actually asked many other clubs,
yeah.
but
If I,
quite a number of the clubs turned it down. So
If-
Ajax turned
yeah.
it down because they have already signed up for another league.
right.
So the Dutch league and another country's league, they were merging or some shit like that. So they were like, we can't because we have already entered into another agreement now.
Yeah.
So we can't really do this.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund are owned by the fans, 51% or some shit like
Yes.
that, 50 plus 1.
Yep.
So they can't do anything without the
The fans
approval
right,
of the fans.
of the
So
fans,
they
yeah.
were like, no, I think this is not going to sit well
Yep.
because
the
there's
fans will veto
there's,
this.
there's no jeopardy, right? There's no jeopardy. It's no relegation whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that was a problem. So this whole shit happened, and PSG, right? Paris Saint-Germain, they are owned by the Qataris.
Yeah.
Okay, the Qataris also own BN Sports,
Mm.
and BN Sports has got the fucking Champions League rights.
Right.
So
that explains why they never joined the
yeah,
ESL.
so why
Yeah.
would they join the ESL
Yeah.
and fuck themselves, shoot
Exactly.
themselves in the fucking foot?
Yeah.
Because they'll be losing revenue. They've paid billions of millions or nearly $1 billion in terms of Champions League rights, TV rights.
Yep.
So there's no way they're gonna, and they don't need the money actually,
True.
right?
They've oil money.
Yeah. So, the like what Sean said, people thought that, I think these club owners and all, they thought that, fucking hell, we are gonna get such a good reception because we are actually branching out and we're going to be giving fans better quality football. But the fans did not react that way.
Yeah.
Alright?
It kind of
And-
went south actually.
And yes, and what do you call that? The networks, for sure, did not react that way.
yeah.
So Sky Sports and BT Sport, which is British Telecoms, they reacted in a way where it was immediately
Demonized.
demonized.
Yeah.
They're like, what is this? This is horrible.
Yeah.
This is
killing-
against the fabric of what football stands for. And
Yeah, they're
everything.
killing the soul of football.
Killing the soul of
blah, blah,
football,
blah.
killing the game,
Yeah.
and all those kind of things. So it was immediately met with ferocious angst
Mm.
and opposition, right? And to the extent where clubs, supporters, I think Twitter was this was like the top 5
ex-players
trending.
and everything.
Yeah.
Ex-players,
All came out.
supporters, everyone coming out and like just like demolishing this
Yeah.
entire idea of
Yeah, and you have like Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand coming out and
Jamie Carragher and
like-
all coming out and like
ESL is gonna kill football.
kill
Denounce it
like
lah.
Yeah.
really
They're
demonize
sucking the soul out of
fuck
football.
of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And that went on for a couple of days,
Mm.
Yeah.
and the teams one by one started to come out of the league.
Yeah.
So Man City came out, and then Chelsea came out,
Liverpool also came out.
then
with
Liverpool,
with the owners.
United as well dropped
United
out.
and Tottenham came out, and once the English clubs came out, Atletico Madrid came out,
Yeah.
and then few of the Italian clubs came out. So the only two clubs that are three clubs that are remaining.
Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus.
If I'm not
right?
wrong, are
Yeah.
three. I'm not sure whether Juventus are still in or they also like
but
the last I read, I think Juventus is still in.
still in.
but
Yeah.
there is an agreement. I think the president of this whole thing is the Real Madrid president
Florentino Perez.
Perez.
Yeah.
He's already
Yeah.
said that they might have pulled out in with words, but there were agreements that have been signed lah. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so
But I think I know where he wants. I know where Debo wants to go with this.
Yeah.
I think you sent us the link with John Barnes and the rest of them.
Yeah.
Speaking out against, is I think everyone missed the point. Like
Mm.
ESL is a money grab, but the current system is also that same grab. It's
Correct.
just that, everyone's thinking it's in a sense them introducing something else to focus on instead of
Yeah.
like, even though that same thing is what's currently happening right now, right? Because this one's made so publicly, is that everyone's gonna attack that, and
Yeah.
now UEFA and everything else is gonna seem like the good guy,
Correct.
even though they've been doing the same shit, like the money grab and how much money they've been making and how much money they stand to lose. That's the only reason why they've made so much noise. But the current thing that happened there is existing in the current situation we see across the board with the
Correct.
higher clubs, with the clubs paying their players $400,000 a week,
Yeah.
with them making a ludicrous amount of money buying things and set. And I understand it's how the game grows, but I think there needs to be a rein, because now football, for us is still passion, for the fans is still passion, but for the people playing, as
Right,
much
bro.
as much as they want to deny that, it's my passion, I love the game,
Yeah.
you can see like it's mostly money lah. If it
It
was
is.
it was really for the game, right? You would see players giving up the footballing fees
Yeah.
to play for a club they believe in. And I'm not saying that they should play for measly $4,000, $5,000 a week, but
It's
$100,000.
4,000 a week.
Oh, sorry, no,
measly.
4,000,
A month.
5,000 a month.
Yeah.
But they're playing for 400,000. The top players are playing for 400,000. Some of them can play for $400,000 a week.
Yeah.
A week, and I mean they're saying like I
And that's
deserve that
400,000 pounds.
pounds a week,
Right.
and a lot of them are saying that we deserve this kind of money. It's like, there's no doubt you guys can play well, but you have to concede that the people watching you
Yeah.
play are people earning $4,000-$5,000 at best a month.
I think the English average wage is way lesser.
Yeah. So the people watching you play,
Yeah.
it's people watching millionaires play, and I've always found that concept so strange. That the people watching you are poorer than the ones playing.
Of course.
I'm not saying that the ones playing should be poor. I'm just saying that the gap is huge.
Mm.
Like even the lowest paid player in the Premier League earns more than probably the average person of
Earns more than a school teacher on
a school teacher on
yeah,
a
that-
thing. And I'm
that's
not,
for sure, yeah.
yeah, I'm not saying that we should downgrade. I'm just saying that you
No,
need to you
that-
see with
Sean,
that amount of money
Sean,
there, right?
Like a player who just has been promoted from like youth team, right, to first team football, right, earns just for argument's sake, let's say £5,000 a week. That's £20,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's
It's a lot.
£240,000 a year.
That's more than a teacher.
That is like how many times?
And
That's
no,
like 3 teachers.
And see
Yeah,
that's
At least 3 teachers.
and that's a
3 or
good-
4 teachers
that's
at
a
least.
good wage.
Yeah.
Like if I were to pay you to play soccer, football for that kind of amount of money, right? Whew, you'd say yes, but now it's become a thing where it's natural to like, I want this guy. He brings in revenue, 4 million, and this can be twisted, because if we advocate for players' wages to go down, right,
Mm.
people abuse the
No,
players.
no.
No,
Not
no,
go
no.
down. We are talking about salary cap. It's different.
Yeah.
We're talking about cap.
We're
and
not
also
talking about
ab-
taking salary
Yes.
away from players. We're talking about capping salary.
We're also
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about being like,
But then
Adjust
technically
it
it will
lah.
be taking salary away
yeah,
because you have a salary cap. Then Kevin De Bruyne, Paul Pogba,
yeah.
certain other players, they won't be earning the salary anymore.
Currently Paul Pogba no lah, but Kevin De Bruyne 400,000. I think the cap is what 300 or 350 or something a week, right? Or some shit.
No, it's
300.
That is not a cap lah.
yeah,
Let's
but-
be honest.
But it's weird.
How
like,
much is 350? 350 a week, you times that 4, that's 1.5 million. Hey,
just times
no,
52.
1.4 million
Just times,
a
times,
month.
times
Yeah.
52.
Then times 12.
Times 52.
Wait, but I
that's
think
a
no,
month.
I think the cap is according to the finances of the club or some shit, right? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like according to the revenue of the club that they make every year, then your
If
salary
you were to
cap
go
should
by
be-
that model, right,
yeah.
all the clubs are in the red.
Mm.
All the big clubs are in the red.
No.
Because they spend way more money than what they
So-
earn.
So you see this that's where we're gonna boil down to. It's because the clubs are in the red. Like, yes, the clubs make money and they're earning money, but now they're being allowed to work like a corporation. They're allowed to go into the red and still flash out.
Because they are corporations.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what it was not supposed to be. Like now, the line between them has been blurred, and they're working like corporation. That's why they allow people like the Glazer family and especially the Americans. Like, this is where shit went down the drain. When the American owners were allowed to take over a sporting,
Actually, you can't say the American owners,
or maybe
right?
even the Qataris and
It's just billionaires lah taking over.
the
It's just
rich people taking
filthy rich people.
and that's where the spoilage came in, when they bought over the system where it no longer it glorifies skills by giving them a higher wage.
Okay,
It's no longer about prestige. Like,
okay, so
I can be the best player in the world, but now my value is based purely on wage. And the team now,
not necessarily,
and
but
now the team,
I
the
can
best,
see,
the best
I
team
can
like
see that
Man
happening,
City
yeah.
and all that, right? They've gotten strong purely from one avenue, which is money. They bought their prestige, they bought their skills. When the Qatari owners, or is it Qatari?
What?
Man City,
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi,
Emirates.
Emirates owners bought them, right? We can clearly say that they got good because of the monetary infusion. It's become that.
And it will predate that. They started to get better when Thaksin Shinawatra bought the club.
Oh yeah,
Out of nowhere, Robinho was playing for fucking Man City,
yeah, that's true.
right?
So,
This was more than 12 years ago.
yeah.
Yes.
Jesus
And you
Christ.
can see that,
Time
right?
flies.
Like, yeah.
And then that guy had to run because the Thai government wanted to fucking indict him.
There's a coup, right?
Yeah, the coup,
Yeah.
and he ran away, and then they
Yeah.
wanted to indict him. So he had to sell
Where
the
is he
club,
now?
hiding somewhere. But he had to sell the club, and he sold it to
The
Al
Emirates.
Maktoum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is even more
Emirati.
like. So now everyone can clearly see, right? For a team to be top tier, you just need money.
But it predates that, right? So
yeah.
so technically the first high profile takeover of a club that you can say in the modern era of English football has to be Blackburn.
Blackburn. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Right?
By a billionaire.
So yeah, the guy who Walker, is it John Walker or something like the some other Walker, the guy with the Walker's crisps,
Mm.
the fucking potato chips.
But
right?
wasn't he a Blackburn fan as well?
Yes,
He's
but he bought the club,
Yeah.
and then he injected money into the club.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not wrong, the first two seasons of English Premier League were won by United. First EPL was won by United.
Yeah.
Second one United,
As you should be lah. As you should be.
if I'm not wrong. And then Blackburn got bought over by Walker,
Yeah.
and he pumped in money. So they had Alan Shearer, they had what's for this name, Sutton, and they won the league.
Yeah. This was the
Kenny
80s, right?
Dalglish. No, 90s.
90s,
Yes, 94, 95 season or something
Oh
like that.
shit. Yeah.
So it was with Kenny Dalglish as the manager.
Oh.
So they had the
okay.
best manager, they had the best players that
Right.
season and all, right? And then after that, the team slipped,
Yeah.
and then you had Newcastle, who was on the up and up, trying to compete with Manchester United, and then Arsenal.
Mm.
When Arsenal got Arsene Wenger, and they competed, I think 98, 99, they won. 97, 98, if I'm not wrong, they won the league, and then next year was United with the treble and all, right? So Manchester United had been winning, and they had been accumulating money
You can tell why that
Fanfare.
doesn't sit well with a lot
Yeah.
of people.
and fanfare,
Manu.
and
Manu.
they built a huge stadium. They had 70,000 in capacity and all, right?
Yeah.
And then in 2002, if I'm not wrong, or 2003, I think late 2002,
Yeah.
Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich buys Chelsea.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And he slowly starts infusing funds into the club.
He buys.
And the Premier League, the English Football Association, does not say shit. Right? So, couple of years goes on, and he's like, I've invested money, but it seems like it's not enough.
Mm.
So he gets rid of the football manager, Claudio Ranieri, he employs Jose Mourinho, who was with a Portuguese team that had just won the
Porto,
Champions
right?
League.
I think I'm the special one.
Porto.
And he comes over.
I think I'm the special one.
He's got an unlimited fucking checkbook.
Yeah, blank check. He basically got a blank check.
Fucking
Yeah.
Like not one check, but he has
Multiple.
multiple checks, right? The
Multiple
entire
checks.
checkbook.
And
Yeah.
he created
So
a
he
Chelsea that
buys
won.
players.
This was before Roman Abramovich divorced, where he lost half his wealth.
Yeah.
So
But he's still in the
rolling in dough.
He's still in the billions, lah. Let's
Yeah.
not forget that. From like 20 something billion, maybe now he's like 17 billion. some
Still
shit
will
like
not feel bad for him. lah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So he said, yeah, buy whoever you want, buy,
Yeah.
and that's what Jose Mourinho did.
They bought Makelele,
Oh, so many players,
fucking
right?
Drogba.
Drogba, Makelele, Carvalho, Thiago,
Yeah.
Ferreira,
Ferreira,
all the Petr Cech, Robin, like all the players, like. Okay, I have to say, very good scouting system and all.
Yeah.
They,
Whichever the thing is, like, you're playing
Oh,
Football
yeah.
Manager and then you have unlimited funds.
Unlimited
so you
funds,
see,
right?
That's
Yeah.
where you can go. You
unlimited
can,
funds for transfer fees and wages.
I hope Lampard, when on 2004, he could see his future as being a failed Chelsea manager.
Yeah, he's rich, lah. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel sad for
Every-
the guy, lah. I feel sad for the guy.
Everyone in the Premier League.
Hey, do you know
right?
that when Lampard was sacked, right? That's the first time that Roman Abramovich actually released a public statement in his name.
Is it?
First time, he actually had a personal statement written
Yeah.
in his name. Before that, it was just like the director of football coming out to say like, "Oh, we thank you for your services."
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
this time was a Roman Abramovich signed on by his name.
Yeah, because this guy is a club legend, one.
Yeah,
Like, right.
so-
So okay, so you see, Chelsea started that, and with that brought success. They won a couple of league titles. They won fucking all the domestic cup competitions. Eventually, European UEFA Champions League, Europa League, and all these kind of things, right?
Yeah.
And they have been relevant ever since, in terms of English Premier League and Europe. They've always been competing, always winning something, right? And then you had Liverpool, fucking successful club throughout history, right? Throughout history, struggle after the EPL started, and finally they had American owners, two guys,
Henry and who?
George Gillette and Tom Hicks, right?
Gillette.
Oh,
Two clowns
right.
who bought the club, but they actually,
Gillette, is it the Gillette brand?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know, but these two
Coincidence,
clowns
Yeah.
bought it via loan from RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland,
Right.
right? And they were essentially bankrolling, like what the Glazers did, like American owners from Manchester United.
Americans.
Yeah.
But
Take
the
note of
American owners of Manchester United did not have the problem because Manchester United had tons of fucking revenue.
Yeah.
They were one of, I think till now, it's one of the
Second biggest stadium in
Second-
UK.
in UK
Be-
and
Beside Wembley.
Wembley
Yeah.
highest revenues in football.
Yes.
It's between them and Real Madrid every
but
year.
also there's a lot of controversy because Man United charges the highest amount for fans. Home ticket,
Season tickets.
season tickets. Yeah,
Yes,
the highest
but,
amount.
but you guys have generate the highest amount of revenue, right?
yeah,
And because of that and the fucking insane amount of success that the football team has achieved,
yes, and
these
also,
guys
yeah.
came in
yeah,
and they were like, we want to buy the team.
and also Manchester United has a huge reach in the Asian market.
Yes, worldwide. I would say worldwide,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
my brother
these
will attest to that.
these guys came in, the Glazer family, Jewish family, Lithuanian Jews, came in, and they were like, we would like to buy the team. So most likely they placed a huge down payment, and
And I'm so glad Hitler failed to spare them so that they could buy over Man United and save us from the depths of bankruptcy.
no, your club was never at the verge
No,
of bankruptcy.
and also give us money so they can buy Pogba and Lukaku and sell Lukaku
No,
for cash.
actually, that's the reason why loads of fans hate the Glazers, is because they did not give you any money. Your
Yeah.
club had so much fucking money that the Glazers, bought your club with debt. So they bought
And
the
then
club
they
and then
paid
they
it
put the
back.
fucking payment on the credit
So
card.
they paid it
The-
back.
So they paid it back
So you see,
using your club's revenue.
So you see, the Americans think they're so smart for doing that, but the fact that
No,
they
the
were
Glazers were smart for doing that.
no, they were smart, but the thing is, the fact that they're allowed to do that is mental.
Yeah, so
It's
okay, then you
mental.
ask the question: who allowed that to happen? Who allowed such a scheme to happen?
Yeah.
British government.
No. Who are the people at your fucking club board? The Manchester United board who allowed these fuckers to come in
Yeah.
and pay such a small nominal amount, put it on the fucking club account for the rest of the amount, right? So they were like, okay, we come and strike a deal, right? We will put down, we are buying a club for 700 million. We will put down 100 million first.
Right.
600 million, we will spread it out across 6-7 years and we'll pay you yearly. So when they take over the club, right? So
Right.
now everything has been transferred over to the Glazers.
Right.
So the club revenue is now their money.
Right.
So you minus operating costs and everything.
Yeah.
Whatever is surplus, right? They use that amount to pay off.
You know
The
how
yearly debt.
mental that is.
Yeah, but that is the greed came in from the board of Manchester United.
Which
The fellas who wanted to sell the club in the first place. So they did it with total disregard to the fucking fans. Or
yeah,
whatever.
they don't care.
Right,
about
They
that.
don't care.
They
They
know
made the money.
They made
that
a couple
700
of millions.
They
That 700
need their-
million
They need their pockets
went into
filled.
their fucking pockets.
They need their
right.
pockets
Yeah,
filled.
split amongst don't know how many people, whoever who sold their shares.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Let's be fair though. If I was one of them, I'll be like,
no,
yeah,
no,
exactly.
no,
So that's where-
Sell my shit.
So
So
he-
that's
that's
where-
his point. You
That's
see,
where it comes to.
that's where it happened, and everybody
Yeah.
else that saw it is like, shit. Why
and,
not?
And then you go back to the fucking inception of the EPL, the English Premier League. That broke away from the English Football League, the EFL, right?
Yeah.
So EFL is League 1, League 2, League 3, League 4 and all, right?
Yep.
So the creation of an English Premier League started an elite fucking tournament where one league had all the money, all the sponsors, all the television
which is the
rights,
Premier League lah.
which is Premier
Basically,
League.
yeah.
No one wants to pay for the League 1, League 2, League 3 anymore.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad though.
Yeah.
Sorry, the League 2, League
No,
3 and League 4. So you fuck them over, the 4 leagues, right? So League
Yeah.
1 became EPL.
Yep.
Then League 2 became Championship. Then
Then
League
League
3
1.
and League 4.
League 1 and League 2, yeah.
Yeah, League 3, League 4 became those
1, 2 lah.
1,
Yeah.
2 lah. English League 1.
And to be sad, like I think Championship they still get some TV rights.
yes.
But League 1 and League 2 mostly is sponsored by like touring fans. who
some
actually-
of them are semi-professional footballers.
Yeah. So no,
no, I
it's
think
by small businesses.
to qualify for League 2, I think you have to be professional club.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong. So, but most of them are being sponsored by fans who actually travel to your stadium,
Correct.
pay money, go in, spend money,
Yeah.
and whatever. Not yeah.
And
Yeah.
usually
They're
it's your
not giving-
town. It's usually the town that they represent.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
It's like
So literally, they're like
Ipswich
Luton or
or-
if
yeah.
they're fucking Barnsley or whatever shit city
and
there
the
is.
only reason why they
the-
don't
the
progress
folks-
is because they can't afford the kind of
Yeah.
things that happen.
So what like Gareth Neville, David Beckham, Phil Neville are doing is
They bought Salford.
Salford, right? Is to build the club up from the
Yeah,
ground
you
up.
know who's bankrolling that not?
Who?
Peter Lim.
Gareth Neville has a good relationship with him lah.
Exactly.
Yeah, from Valencia.
Yeah. So that's what people
No,
don't
but
understand.
that's where the money comes in.
You don't
like-
put you say that you put in your own money, but majority of it is not even coming from you.
Yeah.
No, the whole
No, this is the same with any business.
Exactly.
No, but it shouldn't. Don't
You
don't
wait,
think-
you
No, but Sean is coming from the fans' perspective. Sean is saying that it should not be.
what? No, fuck the fans. Most of them are working class fucks.
Chiba,
You don't understand
you're
how
the
business is
fan.
run.
Kanina, you're fucking
Hang on.
us over
So
for
how business is run, right? You wait, hang on.
This is
No.
fucking
Wow.
corporate fuck.
No, this is it. You want to start a business?
That's why, like in our group chat, right? Sean immediately see what this European Super League, what a joke and everything.
No, so you want to start a business. You have a startup, right? You want to ask for $100 million loan.
Yeah.
You don't put in 100. Even if you have $100 million in your bank, you don't put in $100 million in your bank because that's fucking stupid.
You put in
put in-
30, then you take 70.
Or maybe you put in 20%,
Yeah.
30%, and then
Yeah.
you go to the bank and say, "This is what I have. I have other sponsors. Let's say Deben, who has another 20%.
Yeah.
He wants to come in at 20%. Do you want to come in? Do other investors? That's how you get money, right? You don't want
Yeah.
to put in 100% of their dollars.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
You get a business developer.
Yeah.
You get someone in to come and
No,
talk
Yeah.
shop.
no.
and-
For me, the fact that in most of those
So-
cases, you have to prove you have $100 million.
So for a club to be 100% run by fans doesn't work
No,
because
but-
fans have no money.
But your
Yeah.
concept was like that's all right for Glazers and all that, right? They actually had to prove. I mean, I hope they had to prove they have that value.
No, that's not how
So you
business
see,
works,
no,
Sean.
you see, it's not. It's the thing is, from my perspective, right? It should be that way. You don't want to put all your money in. That's smart. It's okay, but you need to prove you have that amount.
Yeah,
It's
No, the
called,
Glazers
like-
have that
They-
amount.
the Glazers
it's
have that amount.
collateral and assets and all that.
They have
Yes.
to have.
You have to
Yeah.
prove that
Yeah.
one.
That amount.
So once you
They
prove that
own
one,
NFL teams.
so
they
when,
have what
when
the
you prove
Buccaneers.
that, no,
Yeah.
but when you
Yeah.
prove that right, then that's where it comes. It
No,
becomes a
but,
proof.
but no,
No,
but,
but-
okay. But the thing about Man United, right, is it's very Man United can go in debt because they can never go bankrupt
Yes.
because of their global reach and their glable revenue and their
No,
global.
they- but
No,
they
but-
can never go bankrupt.
they're,
So the
they're not,
Glazers,
okay, the thing is that
But the thing is, Man
Manchester
United
United,
needs
right?
to burn. Like they need to be burned. Like the thing about Manchester United, right, is that the name
Okay, wait.
Manu should be down
Sean,
in
this
the
is-
dumps.
these
I should
are
step on it.
yes,
and
yes. But
United is coming second.
Let's bring some levity into this situation. Okay,
Okay.
I'll bring it to Liverpool right now,
All
right?
right.
So Manchester United, even though the Glazers came in,
How do I make this clear?
the
Okay.
no, the Manchester United fans never liked them, right?
Yeah.
They were saying,
Yeah.
"Fuck, why do we need these Yanks and all?" But hey, simple answer lah. The
Moolah.
fuckers who used to own, who used to be on the board,
Yeah.
cashed out.
Ah,
That's the
Yes.
simple
Yep.
fucking answer,
Yeah.
right? And if you can't see that, fucking hell, you're too dumb.
Yeah,
And that seems to be 75% of the Manchester United fan base.
no, because
right?
I think the thinking. Like,
Wait, but that's a fair critic.
Yeah.
It's
we might be
fair.
challenging for the league next season. So.
No. I'm talking about your fan base. I'm not talking about the team.
All right. Okay.
Right? I'm saying 75%. I'm not saying all, right? So from there you move on to Liverpool, right? So Liverpool also the same thing, had a board. They had people who had been on the board for a very long time,
Yeah.
and like 2006 or 7, they had new owners. Two Americans somehow businessmen came out with the money, took a bank loan from RBS, 300 plus million, bought a club. Alright? They spend money,
Yeah.
right? They spend money, but they put most of the loan
Yeah.
on the club.
Yeah.
Said that, yeah, we use the club assets for the loan, right? So eventually, when we did not have any success during their tenure as owners, we came close, did not have any success, spent money, bought players, 20 something million, which big money in that time, and then they did not pay the loan back. They were like, fuck this. You know, the club is not making that much money. We are spending money, but there's nothing being done. And then RBS was like, you have to pay the money back. We want the money.
给我们一个机会啊。
Right? Because this is right after the fucking 2008, all the fucking
Financial crisis lah.
financial crisis and all. They're like, yeah, we need the money back. And these guys were like, fuck, we are not going to pay this fuck shit. We are not going to liquidate our assets for this fucking club. And then Liverpool fans were like, yeah, the owners have to go out and all. And then another American came in,
Yeah.
John W. Henry, owner of the
F.
Boston Red Sox,
Yeah. John
Right?
Henry. Yeah.
who's a venture capitalist, hedge fund, used to run his own hedge fund and all. He came in, on the back of the success of Boston Red Sox, coming back into prominence, and they came and took the club, bought the debt from RBS,
Yeah.
took over the club, started pumping in money, and this was in 2010.
Yeah.
Won a trophy in 2012. I think it was league. Was it?
Champions League?
League Cup.
Or League Cup.
League Cup, right? And then eventually, don't know how. 2018, 2019, won the Champions League. 2019, 2020, won the EPL. So they brought success. They spent money, right? And now, once they got into the European Super League, fucking fans just turned on them.
Well,
Oh, these Yanks, these fucking Americans don't know the history behind the club and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
well, no. The thing is that the concept of the ESL was problematic. The concept that you were gonna permanently fix a group of people there, and with
without relegation.
you're
Yeah.
basically creating another EPL, another league, like even with your playoff status. You know, like UEFA is like,
Okay. I'll help you with that. They wanted to create a franchise like the NFL, like the NBA, like the MLB.
something like
right?
that. Because this,
So in
this is gonna be a
American
fix.
sports, they don't have relegation.
yeah.
There's no jeopardy. You are perpetually in the league as long as you have money to operate.
So that's
Yep.
the thing. So
And you will have money to operate most
So
of the time.
okay, so let's be clear. Like the ESL was never meant to replace the domestic league,
No.
no.
right?
It's,
It's
the
meant to
UEFA.
replace the UEFA league.
Yes.
So I think with the complication came in when UEFA once they heard news about this ESL, they got fucking butt hurt lah.
yeah, because
And then they threatened the 12 clubs who wanted to join the ESL
No, but the
So-
Premier League
to say
has got a set of rules, right? They got
Yeah.
bylaws. In their bylaws and in their regulations, they have specifically put in clauses saying that you can only participate in these tournaments.
yeah,
So,
So-
if it's not a tournament that is in the list,
yeah.
and if you participate in it, you're breaking their rules, and you can be sanctioned for it.
So then so then the 6 English Premier League clubs face expulsion from the Premier League then. And also from the Champions League. And then FIFA came in and say that, oh, if you're going to join the ESL, we're going to ban your players from playing in the World Cup.
Correct.
Yeah, to put pressure on them for not joining the European Super League lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because if it can be done at club level, how hard would it be then for countries, for national football associations to come and say that? Why are we listening to FIFA?
Yeah.
Like, these fuckers are fucking corrupt as fuck, and they tell that we are corrupt.
Yeah.
Let's just start our own shit, right? So it was like a very, very natural thing,
Right.
and I found that the reaction towards this was so fucked up, where you have got fans who are just saying that, oh, this is against the fabric of the game, like the ethics of the game, or fans, they are fucking the fans and all this kind of shit. Hey, you know, you're just repeating propaganda. And why I say propaganda is because the two English broadcasters, right?
Yeah.
BT and Sky.
Sky and BT, yeah.
These two fuckers are heavily invested in both the EPL and the Champions League, right? So if these clubs exit these competitions,
They're going to lose money.
who's going to watch?
Yeah.
They are not going to pay the same amount for the television rights anymore,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
They are not going to get the same ad revenue, eyeballs on TV ratings that they are getting right now.
Yeah.
So these guys have got a vested interest in keeping these tournaments operating at status quo level, right?
Yep.
So they came up with like really, really good PR campaigns. Immediately they said that, oh, the fans are being fucked. The institution that is English
Yeah.
football is being fucked.
But here's the fact.
Our history is being fucked.
Yeah, but here's the fact though. English fans have been fucked for how many years?
Exactly.
How many years?
The
Decades,
establishment
actually.
the establishment
Yeah.
of the EPL
Yeah.
that started the fuckery.
Yeah, they've been trying to suck the lifeblood and the money out of English fans
Yeah.
for the past decade and a half.
And it
Easily.
worked.
Yeah. Prices of tickets have been going up every year.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not been going down. You know? So I think who was I think it was John Barnes that was saying
Yeah.
it, right? In the interview that if it's not ESL, it will be something else. Because
No.
football fans are the ones that are paying to support their club.
Yeah.
And they're being milked.
Correct.
They're the cow that is being milked constantly year after year without seeing any benefit to themselves. And the billionaires and the owners know that these fans love their club so much that they pay whatever to support them.
Exactly.
Let's milk them even more.
And I feel that the fans, the people who are like protesting, who have been protesting, like yesterday, I think in England, in Arsenal,
Chelsea game as well.
Chelsea game,
Yeah,
they were
Liverpool game
protest-
as well. Yeah.
yeah, like, the Leeds Liverpool game, like there were protests and all, but it was pathetic, right? But the thing is that the fans have bought into rhetoric and propaganda, and I feel that these people are really not thinking properly. They have just been let down this fucking fucked up hole, and they have just bought the propaganda hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Oh, like, these people are, the football is for you guys. We are fighting for you fans and everything,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous because it's not for the fans.
Because I understand the whole ideology of the ESL though. Like, once I understand that it's never meant to replace domestic leagues, I get it that no one wants to pay Liverpool playing Silver Prague.
Chibai?
People want to see Liverpool playing Real Madrid. Liverpool want to see people playing Barcelona. Like, top teams playing top teams every, like, once a year, for example. Or maybe, like, two games. One in
They basically
Anfield,
want to
one
see
in
the
one in Nou
top
Camp.
teams fight like.
Exactly.
So basically, the ESL is supposed to be like this beyond Premier
Yeah.
League.
Yeah,
like
but
this-
it's never meant to replace domestic league. So once you understand that, right, you kind of get it. Like, yeah, from business perspective, yes, I kind of get it. They want to make more money so they can improve their infrastructure. They can hire better they can hire better coaches. They can buy better players to compete at a global level. I
But
get it.
looks to the rest of us, the layman, that
Yeah.
is you're just filling you're trying to fill your own pockets up with that premise. You just create this one thing where you drag the money away from the UEFA just to fill your own pockets with this thing, and everyone disagree with it because even for the UEFA, even though they are doing that right, the premise for it made sense where the best of your individual leagues
Yeah.
come together
Yeah.
and play for this prestigious thing. The ESL, what does it offer? Yeah, they are so-called right now the best team, but Liverpool's 6. As much as it pains me to say, they're 6 in the league. Do they deserve to be in the ESL?
No, but here's the thing. The Champions League, right? If you don't make it to top 4, you out of the Champions League. You lose revenue money.
Yeah.
But the ESL, you cannot be relegated. So
Yeah,
you
but
still
the
be
thing is
making
that
revenue
that
money.
only that doesn't benefit us. That, like, yes, that benefits us in the sense like, yeah, we're still in the ESL league, but there's no prestige in there. We're there because we founded it, but there's nothing that keeps us there. Like, there's no, like, I can't say, oh, we're in the ESL. People will just say, so what?
Yeah,
And
you
we're like,
you come in like 10 or 12 in the
yeah,
Premier, in the
so
Premier League.
what? And then they'll be like,
I guess
no,
it comes down
this-
to honor, I guess.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and that's that has no monetary value to it. Like honor and all this kind of thing. That's only something we discuss amongst ourselves. Like somebody will say like, so what, you're in the ESL?
Yeah.
You
ESL,
have, you have nothing to say to that. You're like, yeah,
That's
we're
why
the founding club.
That's why winning the treble is such a big thing.
you fucker.
No, because to qualify for the Champions League the season before,
Yeah.
and then winning the Champions League in this current season and winning the league, it's something it's something that not many teams can achieve. Because if you're in the ESL, you don't have to qualify for anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. So the ESL,
technically speaking, right?
ESL took away all that stuff,
Yeah.
and for everyone else, from my perspective, it's like, so you created that for what? Like, it's only those 5 extra teams that
Yeah.
get into the ESL, right? That it means anything. For the 15 teams there, right? It seems like they bought their place
I
there
think-
and they're fixed there from past achievements.
I think the problem happened right when UEFA threatened and the Premier League threatened the English team, saying that if you join ESL, you're going to be
yeah,
eradicated from the league, and then that's where a lot of fans are saying like this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
this is a
for
terrible
me,
idea.
it was
if
a terrible
push
idea.
comes to shove, you should not. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Football doesn't. Just
Yeah,
doesn't
I agree
work.
with that, but I think one thing that people in general, fans in general, were missing from this is that what the ESL did was actually a fucking power move.
To challenge the Champions League,
Ta-
challenge
not
UEFA.
challenge UEFA
Yeah,
and to bring UEFA to the negotiation table. Because let's
once
not
again-
forget, UEFA already has a new plan for Champions League.
36 team, right?
36 teams. And
Yeah.
they even had a clause in there, right, that they wanted to give legacy teams 2 spots. So based on your history in the competition, you will be qualifying nonetheless. So who are the
So
one
so
legacy team
see-
immediately? Real Madrid
So you see that
won it 13 times.
that case, right?
but dude, you should have. We should be having lesser games a season, not more, lah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Fucking hell, dude.
No, correct. That's right. But the thing is that this whole European Super League thing
It might
the
just be a
pressing forward
ploy
with it
lah.
was a ploy for more money. So these clubs, the owners knew what they were doing. They wanted UEFA to come to the negotiation table because they have tabled suggestions to UEFA before this, and
Right.
UEFA did not look at it or
Yeah.
did not address it at all.
Right.
So they kept pressing them. Nothing was done. So they came up with this. It was a threat. It was a threat to UEFA. But UEFA, FIFA, EPL, the English companies took it to a whole other level, playing with the threat lah. Instead of dealing with the threat, they fucking eradicated it by blaming it on the owners not caring for the fans.
No, I
Right.
mean,
But
so
it
it's
was
a
utter propaganda reason. The reason that they came up with, the propaganda, was utter shit, right? And fans bought into it without actually
No,
any critical thinking.
because of the you can't blame us. You can't blame the fans because the way it looks, right, the whole way it was set up, right, was not football at all. I was telling him, you create a league where the 15 founder teams are only them based on previous achievements,
Yeah.
based on they're the best and thing, and you were expecting to drag, or the idea was to expect to drag fans in for those, so that we're in a prestigious league. But fans don't see it that way. They want to brag about their team. They want to brag about the achievement of the teams. And UEFA and all this, they allow their bragging. They allow, like, we qualified for it. We beat everyone in our league to be the top 4, and then we
Yeah.
qualify. ESL is that we're in because of our past achievements. And like I said, Liverpool's now 6. Do we deserve to be in the ESL?
Yes.
Touch the heart. I would say no. For the way they perform, no.
No, the way they performed this season, yeah, I wouldn't say.
No, but
But-
previously, no, but that's the thing. The ESL is created on the fact that only the 5 teams that got in, right, the 5 teams that were in, those 5 deserve to be there. The 15 were only there because these
Yeah, but those those 5 teams are not going to come from the existing leagues.
doesn't
that already
it,
are in the part
doesn't
of the
matter. You see,
No, Sean, it matters.
No, I mean,
So the 5
for me
the
it
5
doesn't. For me, it doesn't matter.
Wait,
in,
but
in,
it
in terms
matters
of
when it comes to objectivity, right? So you see the 6 teams from England, right? They are all part of European competition this season, right? So 4 clubs in Champions League: Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City, Liverpool as champions. So they were all in Champions League. Arsenal, Manchester United, Europa League, right? So they are all part of European competition.
I understand that,
Right?
but moving forward, those teams, nothing will happen to them, regardless of what they perform as moving forward.
Huh?
This the ESL.
No. But then
Yeah, but nothing will happen to them.
But
They
Sean,
qualify no matter what.
yeah, it will make sense that nothing will happen to them because they are going to get at least 300 million just for signing the deal.
I,
And if the competition
again,
went
it's
through,
money, but
but without
the
money,
concept of it. Can you agree with that concept that they were in this league based on their foundership? They just founded it and they're in it and they cannot be relegated.
yeah, there's a reason for it.
No, there might
No,
be a
there's a
reason,
reason
but
for
I
it.
don't agree with. I mean, as a fan, I don't agree with that. There is nothing to that. There's no
okay.
achievement
Okay,
there.
Okay, that's
It's
where.
zero achievement. That's basically a different.
Okay.
That's another league for
Let's
20 other
bring it
people.
up to speed with what we are arguing about here.
I told him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you were telling about there's no achievement. You know, you have to play to get into.
Yeah.
The thing. Okay.
The league. Yeah.
But you see, one thing that fans forget, right, is, yeah, you need achievement whatsoever, right? Okay, correct. That's football. That's meant to be that way. And we did discuss saying that this league is just a way to negotiate with UEFA.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a way to negotiate with UEFA, all right? Let's put it that way, huh? These clubs,
No more.
right? These clubs have consistently
Yeah.
been playing European football
For the past decade at least.
for at least the past decade, right? And all these clubs also have the biggest reach worldwide.
True.
They earn the most amount of money worldwide from jersey sales, from fucking image rights,
Yeah.
whatsoever. Selling
Touring
their,
rights,
yeah,
tourism, whatever shit lah.
playing games overseas,
Yeah.
whatever. So they bring in the most amount of money. And what do you need to run a football club? You need money.
Yeah.
The
Money and passion.
you see passion, right?
to-
You see Chelsea, right? What passion did they have? Is fucking Roman Abramovich from fucking the
Wait.
Chelsea Wandsworth
So-
area? No, it's not.
No, but
Yeah.
you're already falling into the line where we wanted to deviate from. The whole running of this thing was based on money. So this whole ESL stands for money. Everyone that's there was only there because of past achievement, not where they're gonna go.
No,
They only
it's not
quali-
past achievement, bro.
You just said that they are in it because they have history.
But no,
they
I said to you.
qualified for the championship.
No, I said to you that they have been playing European
But
football.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't qualify them for the future. Look, it pains me to use this, but Liverpool's not performing anywhere near championship level. Do they deserve to be in that league? I would honestly say no. If they currently perform this way, no. But it doesn't matter. It did not matter. They're one of the founding leagues, so they apparently appear there. Moving forward, that's how it's going to go. 15 of them are going to be there regardless of how they perform. How is that any kind of motivation for the team to perform? How is that when I go and talk to somebody about Liverpool team being in ESL league? How would I as a fan have any pride in that? I'll talk to someone like, oh, Liverpool's in ESL league. Well, like we're quite positioned. It's like, what have you won so far? You
Sean,
don't
I get your point.
You don't dominate your own league. So
I get your point.
No, when you want to sell that thing, like I know where it's going, but if they're saying that they want to bring it to the negotiation table, right? The concept of it failed because they were caught up in the fact that these are prestigious teams, and we should be able to sell them based on our revenue and our historical premise, and we're just bringing all the fans on that thing. But the fans proved that clear cut.
Actually, the fans didn't prove shit.
I mean, what?
The fans didn't prove shit. It was a PR disaster, and the main thing was the lack of relegation. That was the main disaster.
I would not put down the fans. No,
No,
because
the fans didn't do anything.
Fans are the core of the team.
No.
They are kind of the core. If
Yeah.
you lose
No,
them,
actually, if you go and read about it, the main reason why teams backed out was because JP Morgan did not raise the 50 billion that they were supposed to do. They raised about 10 billion.
so amount.
And they were supposed to give 3.5 billion immediately.
So that's why they couldn't force their way through lah. Because some
Of
people
course.
were saying that, I think Neville was the one to say that when Glazer put his name on it, right, it was very impactful because Glazer doesn't put his name on anything. It's usually his
No, I wouldn't believe whatever Jamie Carragher,
or Neville says.
Gary Neville,
But
whoever
my
on
point
the
is,
Rio
right,
Ferdinand.
my point is from a personal point of view. Like when I saw the ESL league, that's why I said it was bullshit because there's no getting into it. There's no other way to just on previous prestige, and that would be attractive if you put it as a one-off league, like one of those outside. Like
it's like the Club World Cup Championship.
World Cup.
Yeah.
So it's like the Club
It's like
World
Club
Cup. When you
World Cup
put it on the
Championship.
outside and like, people go inside
Yeah.
and see, the top clubs in the thing. But if you make it in such a way where the top clubs of the thing only for the previous, for even Club World Cup, it has to be selected from the winner of
Of
certain
your own league
right,
or
right.
something, yeah.
So that had that concept, the winner of the thing. So there's that, if they win, it's like, it's a previous champions beat other previous champions. You have that.
Sean, I understand
So
what you're
from
talking
a
about.
f- no, from
You're
a
talking
fan-
about the meritocratic system.
So no, but from a fan's point of view, that's
Yeah.
where we see it. From their point of view, whichever that is purely monetary.
Of course, without the
Yeah.
money,
And
you
that's
don't
why,
talk about shit.
And that's why it.
No,
it-
no,
and
but the
that's why
fans- the fans
and that's
need-
why I'm glad it failed.
No,
Cause it's
but
fucking
it-
bullshit. You want to bring it to the table, don't bring it that way, lah. Have your own fucking conversation at the back thing.
but you
and
see, this
talk
is where
to UEFA
this
because
is where the fans fucking fail, and the fans have no idea what the fuck is going on. The fans did not complain when Roman Abramovich spent all his billions of
that was
dollars.
Chelsea.
Wait, then what did Liverpool spend?
That's the thing.
75 billion on Van Dijk.
Individual, like
50 million
we
on
already
fucking
said, we already
25
said,
million
we already
on
said
Alisson.
if you want to
No one complained.
yeah
Who
if you
complained?
if you
No
want
one
to
complained.
stem it right if
Who
you want
complained?
if you want to
Yeah.
stem it then act there
Act where?
stop cap it cap you
Oh,
can't
What,
spend
sales
more.
cap?
Ah,
No,
then
but free market though.
What were the fans saying? We need to buy players.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we want to win.
Then what do you want? You want to win?
Yeah.
But we want to win and we want to have that prestige. This one
yeah.
is
Then
winning.
how do you win?
Winning by money, and then
Well,
we justify
okay,
because
you
he's
see.
spending a lot. Because Man U spending a lot, and then
So
Chelsea
I
spending
think
a lot.
see
It's
this is the problem. Fans want to point the finger everywhere, except themselves. So we were fans collectively were quiet when
but how
EPL
do
started.
we control it in terms of ESL? How are you gonna
No.
blame the fans for that?
No, you see, the thing is that fans now.
No, but
so you see,
how
fans
are you
claiming.
justifying the ESL? Let me break it down.
Okay.
How are you justifying the
Okay,
ESL?
I'm not saying that the
No,
current
you-
system will work.
No,
the,
I'm not-
the ESL system
justify the
will work.
ESL. Break it down. Justify the ESL. Don't bring.
I'll
on the
do
fans.
it. I'll do it.
justify it.
I'll do it right now. Without the with a relegation system, it will work.
They didn't say that.
No, it could change.
They did not
It's
say
going to
that.
come back with the relegation system.
They did not say
It
that.
is going to come back with the relegation
They
system.
did not say that. But they
No,
did
no,
not
no.
say
That might
That's
work,
why.
yeah.
That's why it failed. But it's going to come
Yeah.
back with the relegation system.
Then how are they going to implement the relegation? Who's going to be the 15 slot?
It's going to be no. You can have the founding teams, and then they will just not say that. They will say that whether you're a founding team or not, the relegation
Why
system.
didn't they do that in the first place?
Because they wanted money.
How
No, I'm not. I'm not
How
disagreeing
did
that
we
they
go
didn't
on
want
round-
money. I'm
how-
saying that they want
do
money.
we go on? Then how is it on the fans' fault? Like, what part of the ESL's introduction has it anything to do with the fans' fault? If I introduce you a
No,
shit
you-
product at the beginning, would you accept it?
No, you don't accept.
It's a
no.
shit product since
Sure,
the
sure, sure.
beginning.
Okay. You don't accept it. Okay.
No,
But the thing is that you don't make
are
it
you
out to be.
no? Okay, first I want to get your mission. Is ESL a shit product?
It's not perfect, lah.
It's not perfect.
not perfect.
Don't
But
don't
it-
don't
it should-
don't
but-
slide around the thing.
No, no,
is
no,
it a
no,
shit product?
because
and
they are-
it's-
It is not a shit product.
No, it's a.
It
It's
only
a.
has one flaw.
No.
And the one flaw is the non-relegation. Like you cannot be ousted from
It
the
only
competition.
has one
That
flaw.
only
So-
one flaw.
It only has one flaw. And
Yeah.
No, so the
and-
ESL.
and
No, so the ESL is a power move against UEFA, against Champions League.
first of all,
That
it's
is the
on-
top teams coming
it's on-
coming together to say like, hey, we deserve more money
Yeah.
because we are the ones bringing
And
the
you are
fans.
leveraging on our popularity and
Let me-
our power.
Correct.
let me
Our
just
financial
let me
power.
just remind you, this was
That's the-
implemented within a day. Within a day,
it was-
and
no,
it
no,
was
No, they talked
okay.
about it for like 7 months, 6
Yeah,
months
no,
on
more
it.
than
It
that,
was
bro.
it
It's
was
Like
announced.
Sky Sports was talking
It
about
was
this 2 years ago.
announced.
Yeah.
It was announced and implemented within a day. Your justification of that is because it was perfect, only because of one relegation thing.
Yeah.
Any other flaw you'll be saying like, within one day, that's just irresponsible. That there'll be many other justification, but to make your point, you're saying that it's okay to implement it within one day because.
It was not implemented over one day.
There were
But
talks
it
of
was-
There were
Yeah.
talks for it for
For-
more for
But it
years.
was agreed upon. It was announced within a day.
It was announced within a day, but the groundwork for it was long.
Yeah.
Was way.
But never covered.
How do you think J.P. Morgan and all was roped in? You think what? They
Because
one
of
day
money.
they-
Because
you,
of
you
money.
call them
It
one
was
day?
it was carried out behind the
of course, it was
ground.
Monday. It was money.
But no one.
Everything is about
but
money.
The whole concept of it was flawed. There was
It's
one
not
flaw.
whole.
No,
There was only one flaw.
one flaw that they did not bother to
No, they-
rectify.
You see,
It was the biggest flaw you can.
of course,
say.
of course, I'm not disagreeing with it.
No,
I'm not
see,
disagreeing with
the
it.
fact you don't
But
agree.
if you
it was the
eradicate that
biggest,
one flaw-
no, the thing is, you said that the groundworks.
but-
No, you see, the
but the
groundworks
owners
were
did- you
laid.
see, I'm
the
not the owner.
groundwork. No, it doesn't matter.
I'm saying that
You
if
asked-
they
I
were
just made
to
a point
eradicate it.
that saying that it was not implemented within a day. They had time to discuss it
Of
over
course,
a
of
long period of time. But the one flaw they did not care to rectify. They had lots of time.
Yeah,
Lots of time. Everyone agrees this, right? They had a lot of time to.
but
an
you
easy
see,
answer to that would be greed, lah.
No,
You don't want to be
I
relegated
don't.
because
I,
of greed.
they didn't want to share the money.
The
That's
thing
all-
is,
that's
the
simple,
thing is,
right?
you want
It's
to
just
say
greed.
greed
Yeah.
and all that, right? But they had a lot of time to implement this. They had a lot of time to go over it. You all agree with that fact that they had a lot of time,
Yeah.
lot of time,
Yeah.
a lot of place. So it wasn't one day. This is where I made my point. They had not one day, and the biggest flaw they did not bother to cover.
But why would they implement
Wha-
relegation when they're pumping in so much money? though?
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
thing.
There's-
So
there's
the
no-
whole
there's no
thing,
idea.
the whole
So
thing,
it
it
was
was
greed.
not
No,
that
but-
they didn't see the flaw.
No,
they
but
could
even-
not be bothered to cover.
No,
the
it's
flaw.
not
But why? Why?
okay,
Why
okay,
would they
okay,
want
here's
to
the thing.
share? They don't want to share. That's the thing.
No, here's the thing.
Here's the
It's
thing,
not. It's
Sean.
not about relegation, but
Yeah.
first position. Okay, you come in first, you get 100 million.
Yeah.
Come in second, you get 50 million. Come in third, you get 25 million.
Um,
For example. So
my
there's a
guys.
tier system, right?
You guys are misunderstanding me. I'm not arguing that it was not a great move. I'm
Yeah.
not arguing that.
we
I'm
also not
just
arguing that it's not a
saying
great move.
Yeah.
that because of that, the ESL is bullshit because it is a great move.
It is a great move.
It is a great move. It's
but
bullshit because of
but
that.
You
You are not.
His premise is just that it's
you're
bullshit
not,
because
you're
it's a great
not.
move.
You're not fixing the UEFA.
Do you understand that?
You're
He's
not
saying that
fixing the
he-
UEFA.
he's-
You're
he is
just
saying-
creating a different
I'm a bit
league.
drunk. I can't think of it straight right now.
You're just creating a different league. With the same fucking greed.
exactly.
So who's gonna agree with that?
Wait, are we agreeing on the same thing
We
but different?
are
No, we are
agreeing.
not.
But
Because
different-
his premise is just that it's shit because it's a great move.
Yeah.
But you
But
can
football is run on greed.
no, but no.
Oh,
Okay,
why?
right. That's right. That's right.
But why
the thing
would
is
we
that
agree to
on
something
one
else?
side,
It's the same as the
No, it's not the same. On one side, fans are saying that the owners are greedy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the owners are saying that UEFA is greedy.
Yeah.
Right? So this whole okay, then we agree that so the owners decide to have their own greedy league instead of another fella's greedy league.
True.
Right?
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, fair. UEFA is not paying wages of these players.
No. It's the
Right?
club that's paying
It's a
wages.
club.
Yeah.
It's a club. And then you've got fans in England who are saying that these owners don't understand English football. They don't understand the culture of football. These owners should go fuck off. They should go out. They should sell the club and they should fuck off.
I won't say the owners. I'll say Ed Woodward lah.
No.
He's
no.
gone anyway.
Fired.
He's gone anyway.
Yeah. Fuck
Right?
him.
He was not fired. He resigned. Right?
He resigned.
Good.
So
Okay.
he still has
Okay,
his bench.
so
5 years too early.
So you have fans who are saying all this kind of shit. Those same fans don't say shit when the club owners are spending all the money. When they are paying Kevin De Bruyne $400,000 a week, £400,000 a week, they are paying Mo Salah in excess of £200,000 a week.
Yeah.
Right? Who is paying? The club owners.
Which is from the revenue lah, from the
It's
fans.
From the revenue.
Yeah.
But most of the 12 teams that have signed up for ESL,
Yeah.
2019-2020, they have lost 2018-2019, they have lost 1.2 billion pounds as a whole.
Yeah.
Loss.
Because of COVID. And
So it's
everything, yeah.
net loss. So your revenue and your expenditure minus, it's all red. So who's making money here?
No,
Sky
so
and BT
you,
Sports.
you buy the club.
But what's your point?
No, yeah. So if you buy the club, if I were to buy a club, if I were to buy Liverpool, I'm a diehard Liverpool fan from when I was 6 or 7, right? If I'm going to look at the club and whatever comes, I'm just going to pay. Okay, that means I'm literally doing charity,
Yeah.
right?
Then you wouldn't buy a football club.
I wouldn't buy a football club. If I'm going to do charity, right, I won't buy the football club. I'll go and give it
No,
to
I'm
orphanages.
still waiting for the point. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, so when fans are saying that it's greed on their part, that means you just don't understand how the fucking football world works. You have no clue who pays for the transfer fees, who pays the weekly wages.
You have to understand that
Who pays for
when
all
you
of
break
this?
it down to its core value, right? The fans are the one that pays for it.
No, the
No.
fans don't pay for shit.
The fans pay. The fans do fund it. If there are no fans, who watches it?
The fans do pay lah.
No, you
The
look at
fans
it.
do
It's
pay.
circular.
No,
It's
no,
a circular
no,
argument,
no,
right?
Yeah,
It's a circular argument.
You have
The
to
fans do
understand.
pay.
The
Yeah.
fans do pay. When you
Wait,
say when you
The fans do
outrightly
pay.
say the fans don't pay, I understand
Okay.
where you're
No,
coming
if there's
from.
if there's no fans,
it's a
there's
circular argument because if no fans, then you minus everything. Okay, yeah, but yes, there are fans who are willing to subscribe,
Yeah.
who are willing to pay for shit. Yes, but the subscription fee is not given to the club by the number of subscribers who are Liverpool fans.
Hold on.
Who are Manchester United fans.
Hold
You
on to
understand that?
Hold on to that. Like when I say fans, I mean viewers. It doesn't have to be Man U. I don't have to be Liverpool. If there are no fans, football will not exist. Nobody watches. Nobody pays for it.
Correct.
Nobody.
Correct. I
Nike,
agree with that. I'm not
Nike
disagreeing
wouldn't
with
even
that.
sponsor them.
I'm
So
agreeing
when
with
it
that.
comes to that, right, you can't disregard the fans in such a way like like the way you're doing, dismissing them. You speak like the freaking owners.
No, because if you don't understand where they're coming from, then there's no way for you to find a middle ground.
I don't have to understand. I know where they're coming from. It's what you all just said. It's greed.
No, but how is it
When
greed?
they
No, I
own
think it's legislation though. I think it's legislation from the British government. In terms of like television rights
Say it
from
again
Sky.
3 times.
Legislation.
No, it's legislation.
You see, he can
Legislation.
do it 3 times. Legislation.
From the laws lah.
Legislation.
I think
legislation.
they
So
they
I
need
did
to
it.
be
You
certain.
can do it.
No, they
I
need
wanna
to.
see him do it.
No, you see,
can't
this started right. Yeah, with
No.
politics. Yes.
No,
The
there needs to
Thatcher
be
government-
certain. There needs to be certain laws that
They won't.
that relegate like player wages based on a club's
Not
earning.
relegate, regulate. Yeah.
Regulate. Regulate.
More. Come on.
Regulate.
Give me more words. Come on, more words.
I'm so drunk. Regulate. How am I drunk? Only had third. Like this is my third pint.
I
Fourth
don't
pint.
know. Do it more.
Yeah,
Fourth,
no,
fifth,
but you
I
see
don't know.
how.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. But
Yeah.
Can you say
but
competition?
none of
Competition.
that. None of that has happened because
Yeah.
the Thatcher government
Yeah.
set the fucking wheels in motion
Yeah.
for the EPL to happen. And when the EPL happened, the government said that anyone can just come in and start to buy teams. That's how you had Roman Abramovich, you had the Glazers, you had fucking John W. Henry,
And you almost
all-
had Peter Lim.
Al Maktoum and all. Yeah.
Almost.
He wanted to buy Manchester United. He couldn't afford that.
Oh,
Then
Peter Lim,
Liverpool.
Then he wanted to try Liverpool.
Then we
They
all like,
said
fuck
no.
you.
And then he went to Valencia. So,
Yeah.
these kind of things, if the government does not allow all this kind of shit to happen, yeah. And you see, right,
Football might not
the
have grown.
fans right have no problems when they are spending money. No problems. But then when the owners try to recoup money, right, suddenly there's a problem. Oh, you have forgotten our history and all. Hey, you can't have it both ways. You
Yeah.
want the owners to spend money. You want them to pay the highest wages, get the best players in, spend the most amount of money,
Yeah.
get the best manager.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
But then you don't want
Yeah.
the owners to get their books in order.
But we,
True.
But the
You know,
thing
you
is that
can't have it both ways.
The thing is that we never
They are not
wanted
running
it,
a charity.
We never wanted it to go that far. If I had to speak from a fan's point of view, right, paying someone $400,000 a week, right, was a bit too much. If we had a, if we
Hey,
had,
Messi is paid $500,000 a
if
week.
we
lah.
had
Yeah.
control, if we had control
Messi's
over
paid
that,
half a
right,
million.
Actually,
So
it
if
didn't
we
even
thought
start.
was-
It didn't even start from the $400,000 a week or $100,000 a week. It started with Sky Sports charging the English viewers, don't know how many pounds a week,
Yeah.
how many pounds a month
those fuckers.
to watch, and then
Yeah.
Starhub and Singtel
Yeah.
from $10 became $15, $15 became $21, became $26.
And we used to be able to get it from Channel 5.
Channel 5 used to show
Is it
Premier
Channel
League games. Channel 5.
Channel 5.
Channel 5 used to show Premier League
Fuck,
games.
from
That was
Channel
more
5,
than 10 years
then
ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
To,
20 years
from,
ago.
from them to like from Channel 5 being able to
They had
show
a
us,
Tiger Club.
then suddenly gone,
Yes.
and then only what Singtel can.
Starhub was
Is it
STV.
Starhub?
Starhub.
So the average. So I think the lesson that we can learn is the
And
average
During the COVID period, last
The
season,
lesson we learned
last
is
season when football came back,
Yeah.
just before Liverpool won the league,
Yeah.
Sky Sports and BT Sports was selling games, fucked up games. What Sheffield United versus some other club, £15 for
only
that one
fair.
game.
Wow.
Okay,
Pay per view.
Pay per view.
No, but
That's fucking ridiculous. Dude.
from my point
Was
of
that
view,
the club? Was that the club owner telling them to put the price? No.
no, but from
No.
my point of view is that the ESL was a money grab, and also
No,
want
I think this
to
one
bring them
thing.
in.
I think this is one thing that we can learn for the average football fan, for the average fan who's living in Merseyside or Manchester, supporting either City or United. You are the ones who's being annoyed.
Exactly.
Every one of us is
Exactly.
being
And
annoyed.
then right, you are saying that our club is still a working man's club. No, it's
It's
no
not
longer
been
a
a-
working man's club.
I think the
It
last
has
time.
not been a working man's club
for a very long
for
time.
a very long
I
time.
think the
already.
last time it's been a working man's club is when the fucking Blackburn, dude. When
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
when the fucking
When-
billionaire took over, yeah.
Yes.
And he was a
He
Blackburn
was
fan.
like Blackburn fan. I'm going to put my money in.
Yeah.
And
then
I
he put-
also wa- I
that's
want-
the last
also
And
one.
that lasted for one season.
Yeah, no, but now, for now, right? I don't think that's ever going to happen, though.
No,
That's never going to happen.
the moment they
Football is
reduce,
a $1 billion sport.
Yes.
And for a
It
billion,
is the world's most lucrative sport.
if they
yes,
if they bring
even
it
more
down,
than
right,
American football and
Yeah.
anything.
If they bring it down, right, China's going to buy everyone. If they bring the
Dude,
the
that's
wages
why
down,
you've got people.
China's gonna buy
What
everyone.
Torres, Oscar, don't know how many players. Drogba.
And,
They go to China. Eto.
Yeah.
first
Hey,
it was
Eto went to
no,
Middle East.
first it was the American, the MSL, right?
MSL. yeah.
So first it was that, then suddenly
MLS.
MLS, and then the China started offering ludicrous amount of money.
Oh
for
no,
them to
but
come
now
over.
China have a pay
Cap.
cap.
Yeah, they got
pay
pay
cap
cap.
already, yeah.
next version is gonna be the Middle East
No, Middle East has always been offering money, but people just don't go.
because it's too hot.
No, I really think the
and it could
way
be
to
blown.
the way to
Legislation.
I think the way forward right now, right, is to really have a pay cap based on your
Yes,
club's
that's true.
revenue stream.
Pay
Yeah.
cap.
Yeah. Really. That's the way. Dude.
the club should not pay for agent fees. The player should pay because he is representing you.
Yes.
You should pay your employee.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
the club should not be paying for
Yeah.
that. Right?
Fucking Mino Riona, that
Riola,
fucking
yeah.
fat cunt.
That fat dude,
the
how
fat
many
cunt-
players does he have?
The fat cunt is asking for $1 million for Haaland.
No, that's Sean. Actually, yeah, he did make a good point. I'm talking from the point of view of the owners,
Yeah.
because everyone is just talking about the fans, but the fans have been ass raped by everyone, and they are still believing the people who ass raped them. That's why I don't want to talk for them anymore, because they have to see the other side. Without seeing the other side, you're not going to realize why you have been ass raped.
Yeah.
But even
And
if
the
I
fellas
saw
who
one
are
being
ass
rest-
raping you, right, is telling you, hey, they fucking you, you go and kacau them. That's what Sky Sports, Gary Neville and all, hey, you fuckers are charging us so much money. Singtel, StarHub charges us, right,
No, but
for Singtel,
my
if I want to watch.
my biggest issue is
Right.
that the alternative that they introduce is somebody else that's gonna butt fuck us.
No.
Like, you know, like
You see, eventually, right, this system is going to go into a football Netflix kind of system where you might have DAZN
Yeah.
or Amazon Prime
Yeah. And then you just watch all the
to
games.
buy. Yeah.
yeah.
And then DAZN in Singapore is $2 plus per month.
What is
How
the
is it
zone?
plus? Yeah.
What is the
Because
zone?
there's only boxing now. But it'll go up to, I'm pretty sure if football comes in, it's going to be about $10 or $15.
You know what? I
And
think.
then you get multitudes of sports
Yeah.
on one network.
You know what? I think EPL should just set up a whole fucking streaming site.
Yeah, Netflix, like
Pay
PPL,
like
yeah,
pay $12 a month.
exactly.
Get
Why
all the
don't-
games.
Why
You
don't
cut
they
away,
do that?
cut away with
Cut away
Is it
Spa,
because of the- is it
Sky,
because
BT
of their
Sports, whatever
contracts?
shit.
Is
It's
it because
because of
of
contracts.
It's contracts,
And-
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what the former owner of Crystal Palace was talking about, Simon Jordan,
Yeah.
on TalkSport. After he has been talking about this, and people were attacking him, lah.
Yeah.
He said that this current model is not sustainable, where players are paid too much, agents are paid too much, and everything is being inflated
Yeah.
because of these companies like Sky, BT, UEFA, FIFA. FIFA's club championship, right, is not within the list of tournaments that are allowed by the EPL. Liverpool played it, Manchester United have played it, Chelsea have played it.
Right.
Then how come they still can play EPL? So FIFA one can lah. Then ESL cannot lah. Like, you know, it's because there is a trade-off. You know, there's like a working relationship. There's money coming in. That's why it's yes.
It's about time we
Sean is-
ended this lah. Let's burn the fucking nation down, you know.
You mean like how I had kerosene cans
No,
at
no.
Liverpool
For you-
retail store in Bugis Junction?
For you, the biggest challenge now is to say legislation.
Legislation.
That's not gonna happen lah.
Regulation?
Regulation, okay.
Legislation?
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 Legislation.
Legislation?
He's never gonna say it right.
Never.
Legislation.
Big. Should we end this on that note?
I want a cock in my mouth.
On a legislative note.
On a legislative
I want a
note.
cock in
Can
my
he even
mouth.
say that? A test is that okay for our main podcast. We come to the point. ESL
Yeah.
agreed move.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure there are like one or two followers who watch us to the end and I'm like, what the fuck are these
No,
guys
no,
talking
okay.
about?
No, then we summarize it now.
Yeah.
ESL agreed move, yes, but is it any different from what we have before? No.
A model that will work with the regular relegation.
Maybe.
Yes,
But-
will work.
But the 15 of them will have to play off in a death match. Oh no, never mind, not a death match.
Death match with
They should have a playoff lah.
with weapons lah, medieval weapons.
Like
No,
who starts
You
where?
see, that kind of shit they will eventually work in
Yeah.
because they will earn more money with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
The
So-
playoffs
so
to qualify for
ESL
ESL, dude, that
wanna
will
see-
make more money.
I want to see
Our-
Pogba running on the field with a chainsaw
No.
in his hands.
So our
Death match.
our
Yeah.
conclusion of the Super League is that for my league it's still bullshit, but with a bit of workaround, it could work.
It will definitely work. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
And it's gonna come back as something else. It's gonna
No,
come back.
it'll be the ESL
It's gonna be
again
a Champion Super League.
with relegation,
Super Champions League.
with a playoff to enter the tournament. Everything
Or-
with a network behind it,
Yeah.
with backers behind it.
Do you
It's
think
gonna
Netflix?
come
Will, do you think Netflix will come?
No,
into this?
Netflix won't come out with it.
or Amazon. Maybe.
You need something a sports based streaming service for it.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
Amazon
Or maybe
because Amazon is already doing EPL, what? So Amazon can do this or
but
DAZN,
it's really
Dude,
gonna it's
Do you
gonna
think
conflict.
Jeff Bezos' ex-wife might come into this shit? She's a fucking multi-billionaire.
If she comes in, they can do like a Drive to Survive kind of thing.
Maybe.
The wife divorced. The wife only got 25 billion because she fucked him, and then
Did
he
you
realized
see-
that he fucked someone else.
Yeah.
Did you see the
Dude, if
the,
if
if
I'm
it
a
was like
wife,
stocks, right?
hey,
This was
no, if I'm a wife, right? If I'm a whatever fuck her name is, no one knows.
no
her
one
name.
knows the name.
If
no.
I'm a wife, if I'm a wife of a
Ex-Bezos.
multi-billionaire, and I know that he has no prenup, I'll be like, please fuck a whore. Like I will find whore so that
oh shit!
my
Is
husband,
that what he did?
my husband can
No,
fuck
no,
a whore, or my
he-
husband can fuck
He
anyone.
was going out with some other lady, but
No, I want my husband to go out with
Yeah.
someone, and then I'll videotape it.
and then you say
And
adultery,
then, and then
claim
he
adultery.
can fuck
yeah.
her. Maybe I'll finger myself
Yeah.
as he comes in
So
her, and
this-
then I'll send it to the courts and be like, I want half his wealth.
This portion actually coincides with what our Patreon
Yeah.
Toxic
Patreon to-
matriarchy.
toxic
Yeah.
femininity is about. So if you're interested in that one,
If
go
if
watch
by
that.
now you do not know what the Lords of Lobang want, we all want money.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
as much as I spew things about the corporations wanting money,
As much as Sean appears to be a communist, he's not a communist. He's actually a patriot.
I'm like, yeah,
A
I'm
patriot of this country.
I'm kind of like Kim
A
Jong Un.
free market fucking
the money.
capitalist.
Give me the money, I'll
That's
chop
Sean.
out your head. Give me the money, I'll chop your head now.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you all. And on that note, please, I think we've gone long enough about this. So, shall we end it?
But I like it. It was a tad heated.
Yeah. And we all know that Manchester United will win the league
Oh, that's
in
fucked up.
2022/2023.
2022/2023, not 2021/2022. So the next season you're
He
also
gave
looking
it up already.
at mediocrity.
he gave it up.
I mean next season at 2021/2023.
and Solskjaer will be fired.
And because of that, right, he means the championship.
You know what? I'm
They're
living
going
in
to
the
win the
future, and I
championship.
know that Manchester United will win the league in the next 2
And
years
It's
at
going
least.
to, going to be relegated.
And we are
then gonna
broadcasting
win.
this from the fucking studio.
Yes. Ciao, guys.
Ciao.